Hello and welcome to another FFT Arena match. Today's fighters are Dokuriders, Dorter's Most Wanted, and Barren's My Latest Experiment. I'm actually very excited for this match. I think there's a lot of interesting ways the match can go, a lot of interactions going on. So first, why don't I introduce the teams so we can get an idea of what might actually happen. So for Dokurider, his team is all thieves. First we have Predator the Thief, Blasphemer the Thief, Avarice the Thief, and Terrorblade the Thief. Starting off with Terrorblade, he does 312 damage before Fury. So most of Barren's team only has 40 Brave, or 40 Fury, so he'll be doing a bit less. But that's a big number. He might possibly want to KO someone, I'm not sure. But yeah, he does a lot of damage. And so does Predator, actually, along with from the martial arts and the punch art. He'll be doing a lot of damage as well. So yes, if you were following the SCC tournament, this was Doku's team for that one. And yes, the two undead thieves were the main damage dealers, and were very scary. And now we have, moving on to Doku's support thieves, we have this Talk Skill Thief, and is very hard to hit between the main gauche, the shield, and the leather mantle. Like, excellent evasion, and awareness makes sure that the main gauche's 40 weapon evade will always be in effect. And then Avarice is the main item bot thief, with throwing knife to randomly apply death sentence if everything's going his way. Okay, yeah, Barren's team composed of his 4 lab rats. First, we have the first lab rat, just a paladin with battle axe and concentrate. His goal is just go for that decap proc. And now we have 2 sets of clones, or more or less. One has magic attack up, one has overwhelm, but essentially the same. These are draw bards. Their offense, they're going to be using Kotetsu and Chiri for their offense. And lastly, we have the 4th lab rat, the priest. They're for Reyes 2, and also support between Reyes 2 and Asuna, and knows Bio and Bio 3. Bio 3 is, of course, Dark Element, and if you didn't notice, everyone on Barren's team can absorb Dark. But 3 of Dokurider's units can also absorb Dark, the 2 Undead Thieves, and the Item Bot Thief. So this is very interesting, because that already reduces Barren's offense a bit. Mostly from the Bio 3 from the Priest, because the 2 drawbards still have Chiri. Oh no, what was I gonna say? Oh yes, also, because everyone can absorb Dark, Kotetsu to heal might actually be very relevant for Barren. He might simply just be able to ignore all the damage that Dokurider's 2 offensive thieves can deal, because Kotetsu is going to be doing a lot of damage, but magic attack up and golden hairpin strengthening Dark. So there's a couple of ways this match can go, I feel, because on the one hand, Barren's priest can possibly just raise 2 and off Dokurider's 2 undead thieves really quickly, and then it's a question of, can Dokurider's 2 support thieves, can they survive long enough for the undead thieves to come back and wreak havoc again? I feel like the answer is probably yes, because again, at least this thief at the very least is very hard to hit, and auto potion and item from here. So I believe these 2, I believe they can survive. Doku's team is also all faster. Yeah, they're all faster. There's only up 9 speed is the highest speed on Barren's team. And I think for Dokurider, like, probably his most important unit will ultimately be this thief, actually, because she can probably survive courtesy of all evasion, but also Talk Skill can absolutely wreck Barren's team. Mimic Darabon, of course, is very obvious for sleep, but she also knows Insult, and as long as she berserks one of the not paladin, that really renders that unit useless for the most part. The knives and the flail it's going to be doing a lot less. Certainly a lot less in the case of Chiri from the bards. But yes, that will just make these 3 units effectively useless and very easy to deal with for Dokurider. That said, this paladin with concentrate and the decap proc from battle axe is probably going to be key to offing the Dokurider's female thief. Or anyone, just because the decap proc is basically a guaranteed kill. Also, Charm from Dokurider is probably going to be very helpful as well, because if Dokurider can charm Barren's priest, then the priest can raise 2 Barren's own units, which would be a big problem, especially since they have good compatibility. Low faith, but losing one of your own units to raise 2 is going to suck. And similarly, if one of these bards gets charmed, then they can use Kotetsu to heal Dokurider's units as well, or just Chiri to do a lot of damage to Barren's own team. So Charm is probably going to be a bit of a threat. Taking a quick look at my notes, sorry. And I think the last thing that might be interesting is that in some ways it might be a race of like who can get first blood. Because if Dokurider's 2 thieves can drop one of these bards, then that means Barren's priest will raise 2 the bard that was killed, and then the 2 bards can't combine. They can't kill the thieves with the Chiri. Of course, if the bards kill one of the thieves, well, that dramatically reduces Dokurider's offense, and will probably make it difficult for him to come back. And especially if they can get one of the support thieves, which I think will be key for Dokurider. Anyways, let's get on with the match, because I have talked for quite a while. And I did actually use the RNG beforehand this time. We're going to map number 62, Chapel of Orbone Monastery. I spent almost 8 minutes talking. Anyways, there's Wayfist guarded. Oh, Platinum Shield does have like about 25%. And the thief goes for revive onto the bard. That's very unfortunate. I mean, yes, it does do damage, but clearly not what he wanted. Oh, that's right, X-potioning the undead bards. That might be relevant as well. But here comes a Chiri, and this could really hurt. They're all clumped up. This could be really, really bad. Because now this one goes, and if it hits, there goes like 3 of units, possibly. Or, okay, just 1. And the 2 support thieves don't really care. And oh, that thief does have Satimeson. I missed that. So that combined with our potion, move HP up. He'll be surviving for a long time. But yes, raise 2. Big problem. Just like that, as you can see. And oh wow, things are not going for Dokurider as that shot missed. It would have been ideal if Dokurider hit that, so then the thief could heal himself or possibly poke the undead bard. And there's decap proc. Things are not going Dokurider's way. This is quite the problem for him. He can survive another Chiri from the bard. It is fortunate that they dropped 1 bard. The thief does look like it guarded again. The draw out again. She's very slippery. Could be quite the problem. Of course, and she guards it. Of course, can't dodge a concentrated shot. The thief goes for Phoenix down. Unfortunately, he moved first, so he's still in range, so this Chiri might just get a double kill. And it looks like it does. Oh, thief still very alive. Just long enough for the undead, for Dokurider's undead thieves to get back up. And now they're doing damage. Oh, goodness. Almost a one-shot, but then the counter plus decap that dropped the thief right away. A bit unfortunate there for Dokurider. Again, that thief doing an excellent job just staying alive because she's so much evade. And the insult, it misses. As I was saying earlier, that probably would have been key, because no longer will that bard be doing like 180 damage with AoE, but instead only do melee shots, and now there's a problem. Barren's undead bard is revived. just landed Masamune. Here comes a Chiri. It's gonna hurt. Looks like hit the thief this time. And there they go. Round 1 goes to Barren. Let's see what happens in round 2. Here we are for round 2 at Terminate. Slightly larger map. Not sure if it's like larger enough for it to make a difference, but we'll see. Also, another problem, as you guys might have noticed, was that Doku's team, as they are faster, they go first, and that puts them. That's exactly where Barren wants them. They're right in range to get draw out to hit. Like so. I mean, the bards can easily walk up and Chiri away. Now the magic rune, it hits and gets rid of most of the priest MP. I believe she does have move MP up. Then Mimic Darvon lands 1 sleep. And again, that's really key because it's the two bards working in tandem that can really wreck Doku's team. But of course, that one bard just hit all 4 of Dokurider's units. Wow! Against the positioning, going second. That gave Dokurider quite the advantage. And oh, the female thief is now undead as well. She goes for the repute though, and it works. Probably, definitely for the better. And wow, she can run far. Item Bot Thief continues to go for Explosion. The Chiri, one of Dokurider's thieves, got dropped, and there goes the second one. So once again, Dokurider's in this position where his two support thieves need to stay alive as long as possible. Again, it seemed kind of easy because again, Bio wasn't doing that much. But oh, there's another sleep proc. That will help. Possibly? Obviously putting the bard to sleep is a bigger threat, but putting people to sleep is usually good. Now of course, Barren's bards are also undead, which means they also will eventually get back up, which is bad for Dokurider. And as are physical shots, because Dokurider would very much appreciate a Toxil instead. Now, okay, both of Barren's bards are dead now. So this is probably the time for Dokurider to try and get some control. Oh, but there goes the thief. But Item Bot Thief. Okay, female thief dropped. Item Bot Thief brings her back. But now here's a Chiri or a Kotetsu to drop to try and kill the female thief, but it didn't work. Secret Fist lands. Could be relevant. Probably a chakra here to get that thief back in the fight. And again, can't dodge a concentrated shot. So what the priest? Oh, that's right. Raise 2. Good odds. It misses. Bad for Barren. Good for Dokurider. The other bard is probably going to go soon, I feel, for Barren, but not before. A repeating fist almost drops him. Almost, not quite. Now those 2 units are in range, possibly for Chiri, and that's probably going to be really bad because I don't think the thief is out of range yet. And oh, still barely. Wow, both units survive. And Axe's random damage saved the thief and HP restore, but incoming raise 2 might change that. And then Charm lands. That's a problem. Chiri hurts because it's still. I'm still not sure who's in the lead. It's still very. Oh, but raise 2 misses again. So I do feel like Dokurider is definitely in the lead now. Oh, and there goes the bard. But I believe the other bard's coming back soon. So it's really hard to say. It feels. Okay, Dokurider probably is in the lead. The priest is about to drop as well. And I'm pretty sure that's his only rezzing unit. Of course, that's only relevant for the Paladin. Paladin gets berserked. How does this happen? Oh, Kotetsu to heal the Paladin. Again, and that healed for a lot. I mean, that got rid of most of the damage. But the two-handed guitar does so much damage. Wow, 389. And okay, yes, Dokurider takes it. It was once again very wrong. Dokurider was definitely in control after a while. Anyways, round 3. Alright, here's round 3 at map 97. I think a key point for the previous round was that it was almost only one bard was alive at any given point, aside from the very beginning. And that really reduced Barren's damage output and prevented, it more readily prevented elemental absorb The Kotetsu are hurt and heals, or mostly heals. I feel like those were big points. Let's see how this shapes up. Probably a Mimic Daravan, or a Steel Heart, and it hits. Not good for Barren. And the Explosion. Also, the bards are a bit separated, so they can't... And oh goodness, after the Charmed Bard cheeries to drop the Paladin. A bit unfortunate that the Paladin did not dodge the initial Wave Fist. It was about 50-50. So things are not looking good for Barren. And again, now that one of Barren's units was dropped early, the Raise 2 had to be used defensively instead of offensively. Also, the bards, if the bards weren't charmed, since the bards were separated, they can't... It was less... They couldn't, like, move and cheery together, if you know what I mean. So they couldn't effectively two-shot each other. Anyways, yes, Doku is definitely in the lead. One of the bards is down, the other bard is working for him. Barren is completely on defensive. Charm probably is going to wear off soon, but the damage has been dealt. The damage has definitely been dealt. There's a Wave Fist. Probably going to Chakra. And then run. And now the Thief goes for kill, goes with kill. And Avarice, that looks like an X potion. So 4v2, Dokurider in control. The bards are slow, at least compared to Dokurider's team. So, can Dokurider finish the job? I think he probably can. He probably can finish the job before that first bard gets back up. And Phoenix down. I don't think she's going to get that Bio 3 off, and she is not. X Potion drops the Bard. And now, that's the one with Lionheart. The one hit KO one is back there, but... Oh, Bard's at 0. It's close, it's close. Is that a charm? Blackmail? Blackmail will definitely help. It misses, though. Going for... Dodges it this time. Everyone's moving... Okay, so that Labrat is back. That Bard is back. It goes for a cheery. I think they can both survive if it hits. Yes. Barely survives. That looks to be an insult, and it hits. So that Bard is not going to be doing anything relevant in terms of offense. So yeah, things still seem to be firmly in control. Or not firmly in control for Dokurider, but I feel like Dokurider has the lead. Yeah, not good odds, only 36%. But there goes the Bard anyway. And there goes the Thief. So it's 3-on-1. Dokurider's Thief is getting up soon, but as is Barren's Bard. And the Paladin is trapped in there, actually. The Thieves and the wall of bodies, yeah, it's trapped. So Dokurider isn't going to get to him. In the meantime, another one of Dokurider's Thieves gets dropped. Now, the female Thief is still solidly dealing with the Phoenix down and sandbag, and this is a problem, because there goes the Bard. Now it's 3-on-1. The Paladin stuck Phoenix downing, and Dokurider's team does not care. Like so. Repeating Fist will bypass all that evasion, and a double turn, and Dokurider takes it. Wow. That was pretty fun. Okay. Yeah, Dokurider takes it. Thanks for watching. We'll see if I do some post-game. And, okay, so... I'm going to look at rounds 2 and 3 of that last match, because round 1, simply put, everything went Barren's way, and he just rolled over Dokurider's team. So round 1, right away, one of the key moments is this sleep. Even though it only hit one unit, it hit the right unit. It hit a Bard. Again, Barren's main offense is from those two draw-out Bards. And together, they can take down basically anyone on Dokurider's team. Or certainly put a lot of damage on. And so sleeping one, indeed, actually, like, for all of round 2, I'm pretty sure for all of round 2, there was only one active Bard at all times. Another critical moment came a little bit later, when the Priest got her turn and cast Bio 3, because it procced Undead onto that thief. And that's a big problem, because if she were to go down then, Dokurider's item bot thief can't revive her, and also can't use X potion to heal her. So it would have had lasting consequences had she not refuted herself. Had the refute not hit, rather. It was only 60% chance, but it hit. And that meant that later on, Dokurider's item thief was able to revive her and heal her, and etc. And keep her in the fight, let her do her job, be annoying, be a problem to Barren's team. Later in the match, this was when things were starting to slip away a bit for Barren. Is when this raise 2 missed. Because again, it was, of course, you'd only raise 2s on one of the offensive thieves, but if the offensive thieves are down, that gives Barren's team time to come back and recover and apply their own pressure. And things were really bad when it missed a second time. And after that, Dokurider was in control. Now moving on to round 3. I mean, the very first few turns, I think, sealed the deal for Barren and gave Dokurider the win. First off, the very first turn of the game was Dokurider's thief attempting this wave fist. Only 52% chance, but it hits. And that's really critical because it sets up the charm, and after the charm, that charmed bard was able to kill the paladin with a Chiri, and that's only possible because of that wave fist hitting. As it later turns out, because the paladin is dropped, the priest went to raise 2 the paladin instead of raise 2ing the nearby undead thief, which again is just good, which is good for Dokurider. He needs those guys up to really do damage. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.